YouTube AI rules, spoken versus written. Stay tuned. The best place to go for hearing what the YouTube has to say for us is going to the Creator Insider. This was a channel which was started experimentally back in 2017. You can just listen to this video right here. And what we're going to be exploring is this one right here, which is disclosing altered and synthetic content. What did they say? This is the video. You can copy the link right here or just go to this video. It should still be in your YouTube Creator Studio on desktop. I don't know about phones because I don't use a phone for doing YouTube. And this was an interesting video, so much so that I decided that I'd get the script from it. Right here is the script, and I read through exactly what was said, and it is a little different than what is in writing, and that's what I want to point out in this video here. Their approach is to responsible AI innovation. This was first put out actually November 14th, 2023 in an announcement, but this is what they're putting out verbally. And ability for creators to self-disclose altered or synthetic content. Well, personally, I don't think creators should have to, but this requirement is coming down from on high. So, and made meaningful alterations to content. If you've made meaningful alterations to content, in other words, you've changed the meaning. Yes goes to no, no goes to yes. However it goes, then it would be something that they would want to have you put a mark on. And it is a mark. This is like no different than the mark for adulterers back in the the olden days. All right, viewers told them that what they wanted to know is they wanted to know when content has been altered. Well, personally, I think they should trust their eyeballs, but this is something that they say viewers have said. Interesting thing, we are asking creators to self-disclose and label content when it is altered synthetic. Now, that's not really what is in writing. Asking is, and it went along in the video later on, that it wasn't a requirement. Altered in a meaningful way is what they're looking for per the video. Made it easy as possible. So actually in the upflow, oh yeah, this has supposedly been made easy as possible. I can tell you that it is not easy as possible, because this marking of your AI and the requirement for marking of your AI went out to the desktops first and not to the phones. It's not even on the phones yet. So where is the fairness in that, I ask? Have this option available on Studio Web. Yes, this is what I was talking about. Okay, now what they're saying is it does not have any impact on the YouTube algorithm, nor will it have impact on creators' monetization eligibility. And then we have two different types of labels that are going to be coming out. and might elevate disclosure. And YouTube is going to be using actually AI to find out the use of AI. Advances in AI, of course, myself, my team. Oh, this was where she was talking about how they spent a lot of time thinking about all the risks that come with this creator disclosure. Well, then we have some enhancements as to their privacy removal process. I've seen that in writing. They actually have a program that is going to be offered to YouTube creators so that they can spot other creators copying their style or even deep faking them. You know, this is where she's talking about might create fake versions of you doing things that you were not comfortable with. And that's pretty much the video. Highly recommend taking a look at it. This is it. I would stream it, but I don't want a copyright strike. This was when they had their first notice about AI in writing. YouTube has an artist-centric approach to AI innovation. In other words, they're working to protect artists against people using AI to feed their AI engine and copy their style. It's interesting that we have this, and YouTube is stepping in there. Now, Harley Davidson had the same problem with Honda motorcycles back in the 80s, and they lost that lawsuit. Here's another one about their approach to responsible AI. This is what was in writing back on November 2023. And disclosure requirements. Notice, requirements, not a request, but a requirement. Big difference. Asking us and telling us are two different things. Although when our mother asked us things, that was basically telling us things. All right, so this is how it's going to look. When you have altered or synthetic content, notice they're only showing the mobile. We don't know what it's going to look like on the desktop. Same thing over here. If it's more, I think this is trying to show us that there's a watermark put in. This would be where the video is showing. This would be the description that you pull up prior to looking at the short content. And there we go. More about AI and AI in writing. Now, this is my YouTube studio, and you'll notice that when you first look, if you're just cranking and doing, if you don't know where to go, it doesn't show. Now, here is where you need to go. See where it says show more? And this is not a request. It is not something that is optional. This says, do any of the following describe your content? Meaning answer this. Because look here, it says, to follow YouTube's policy, you are required to tell us your content is altered or synthetic and seems real. This includes realistic sounds or visuals made with AI or other tools. Selecting yes adds a label to your content. And then we have learn more. Now, if they're telling us we have to say yes, they're basically saying you have to answer the no also. And this is not something you can select as a default. I would recommend YouTube, if you're watching this, make the option available that people can have for their channel, just like we do our language, to have all of our content be no or yes, depending on the channel. Now, to learn more, use of altered synthetic content. This is a good read, and there are some fine nuances between them. Examples of altered and synthetic content. Applying beauty filters doesn't count. Synthetic generated or extended a backdrop to stimulate of a moving car doesn't count. Using effects to enhance previously recorded audio doesn't count. Using AI generated animated of a missile in a video. It's okay to put an animated missile in a video. However, as long as it's not shooting at a real city. Now, simulated audio to make it sound as if a medical professional is talking, in other words, deep faking a professional's voice, digitally altering a famous car chase scene, including a celebrity that wasn't in the original movie, and digitally generating or altering content to replace the face of another individual's. That's one of the requirements. Then to find out more about the creator responsibility, and it is how you can get monetized. Well, folks, my interpretation of all this is that we are going to have to do this, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but it will come into the future. Now, so there you have it. YouTube's AI policies, spoken versus written. And thank you, YouTube, for this platform. And thank you to everybody who's watching. Love you all. Bye-bye.